Hello guys, welcome once again to Sewing Made Simple channel. My name is Rebecca. Today we'll be making a Ruffle satin bonnet. Today we'll be making a Ruffle satin bonnet with elastic, of course. So these are the things we'll be using. You need your pair of scissors, your pins, elastic, tape measure, and of course your tailor's chalk. So this is our satin fabric. That's what we'll be using for this tutorial. So stick and stay with the channel as I take you through. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share our videos. Let's get into it. So this is my fabric. I'm going to fold it into two. Of course, I'm folding it on the wrong side because I'll be marking, so I'll do the markings on the wrong side. So just fold it into two this way. I hope you've seen what I've done. Then you fold it back again this way. I hope you've seen what I did. I fold it into two this way, then I folded it on this way. Good. Now I don't want the bonnet to be big, so I want I'll be working with 10 inches. So from the corner here, I'll start marking my 10 inches. Right. So I hope you've seen what I'm doing. So I'm marking my 10 inches. I'll mark it all around. So you put your finger at the corner, then you rotate the tape measure. So I'm marking my 10 inches. Place your finger at the corner here and rotate the tape measure. So we are done marking. The next thing is to cut it out. I hope you've seen what I've done. I need two of this, so I'm going to fold the fabric again, place this one on it and cut the next piece out. So, as you can see, I'm going to place the first cutout on this. I hope you've seen what I've done. So I'm going to just cut it out. So I'm done. So I'm going to fold the rest of the fabric and put it aside. Good. Now let's work with this. So we have two pieces. So with the right side facing. So this is the right side of my satin. So I'm going to put the right side of this one too on this. So the right side will be facing each other this way. So I'm going to pin it all around. Don't worry if you have some excess at the edge, you trim it off. So I'm going to pin all around. It's very simple and it doesn't take too much time when working with this. So this is what will happen. We'll be leaving about 3 inches opening so that we'll be able to turn the bonnet out, or we'll be able to bring out the right side. So you leave about 3 inches open. So we'll move to the sewing machine. So this is the sewing machine we are going to use. So we are going to stitch about half an inch from the edge. Don't forget, about half an inch from the edge. So I'm starting from where I marked the 3 inches line. So don't forget to double stitch it so that when you are taking the right side out, the thread or the stitching thread doesn't come off. So let's go. So feel free to stitch over the pin. So we are done with our first stitching. So I'm going to just take the pins off. Very good. So I'm just going to notch all around so that when I turn it out, it will lie flat. So have you seen what I'm doing? So you notch it this way all around. I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. So the part that is big, I just trim it off a bit before I notch. Then I notch. Okay, so we are done notching. So the next thing is for me to take it out from the 3 inches space that we've left earlier. So this is how I'm taking it out. So voila, we are done taking it off. So just open it gently so that it will lie flat. But of course, if you are going to press it, you can leave the edges. So with this, you make sure you move out the edges, then you go and iron it nicely. My lights are off now, so that's why I'm using my fingers to press it down. Okay, now moving on to the next thing, I'm going to measure 2 inches. Of course, if you want the ruffles big, you can do it 2.5, but I want it small, so I'll do it 2 inches. So mind you, if you want the ruffles big, you do it 2.5 inches, but if you want it small, you do it 2 inches. So I'm marking my 2 inches. Of course, I'll be stitching 1/2 inch as well, because the thickness of my elastic is 1/2 inch. So as I mark the 2 inches, I mark 1/2 inch as well, because I don't want to finish marking and come back and mark the 1/2 inch again, so that it will be once. So your target is the 2 inches, but you mark 1/2 inch upwards. So let's move fast a bit. Sorry. So someone will ask, oh, you didn't close this. We are not going to close it now, but we'll close it later. So we'll start our stitching from here and then end it here. So we'll close the opening last. Good. So this is what we'll do. First, so I'm going to stitch all around. Don't forget to pin. Don't forget to pin. Don't forget to pin. All right. Okay. So now let's go to the machine again. You secure it. Okay, so now take your pins off. So we are done with this. So let's do the second stitching. Let's do the second stitching. So let's do the second stitching. So secure the beginning is very, very important.